Hey, what's up? This is Jared with the Daily App Show. We're brought to you by GoDaddy.com and Invoke Creative. Now, if you work with computers much at all, maybe you're a network administrator, or you just like screwing around with web stuff, for lack of a better term, NiceTrace is a good application for you. So this is to trace the route of a URL, a domain name, a IP address, or a DNS server, or whatever. I'm going to type in, I've typed in Daily App Show right here. I hit play, the play key, and it goes and searches the entire route that it takes for us to get from here, sitting in my office, through the internet to the server location where my website is located at. So it gives us all of this information here. I can hit this pause button and go into our settings here and adjust some of the settings. If I want to learn a little bit more, I can copy this into my pasteboard, this trace info. If I want to learn a little bit more about what each of these items are, I can click there and it tells me what all of this is about. The IP address and all of this stuff tells me exactly what this stuff means. So if you are not familiar with some of these numbers or information that it brings back, it lets you know. This is really a good tool to have if you're having problems with email sending or connecting to a website and you're wondering where the problem is taking place. Is it with your ISP, or is it with your server or your web host? I mean, what's the problem here? So you type it in, and you could do this on some computers. You can get some software to do this, but having the tools right in your pocket is the best. And plus, you could either use the Wi-Fi or you can use the 3G to run this as well, and it will bring that information. So it's really cool because let's hit done and go back here. We can see my web host. We could see where my hosting provider is. We could see the different servers that it had to connect to and internet service providers that it had to connect to get there. It even shows, like, see, we had to go out from Modesto to Stockton, to San Francisco, to San Jose, then to Denver. So and Chicago. There's all these different servers that it had to bounce from to get there. So it's kind of even neat just to see. But the important information is packet loss and the amount of time that it takes to get from one spot to the next. That information is good to know when when you're having problems. And so this is a great application to have to check information, regardless of what your job is, whether you're a network administrator or just any IT position. This is a good application for you to have on your iPhone. And there are some other applications that I've also reviewed that are great to have that would work well alongside this application as your toolbox, your IT toolbox that you can have on your iPhone, ready for any situation. So definitely check out this application. Very simple to use, very useful, NiceTrace, and we'll see you next time on the Daily App Show.